You wake up and before the day even begins, takomui, the anxiety is already there. Your mind races through what could go wrong. The meeting, the bills, the silence of someone you love. You tell yourself to calm down, but the more you try, the louder your thoughts become. That's when I found one teaching from Epictetus, so simple yet so life-changing that it completely redefined how I understand anxiety. Welcome to Stoic Blend, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. Today I'll show you how one teaching from Epictetus can destroy anxiety at its root, not by fighting it but by understanding it. 1. The source of all anxiety. Epictetus once said, "When something happens, the only thing in your power is your attitude toward it." He taught that anxiety doesn't come from events, but from your desire to control what's beyond your reach. Think about it. You're not anxious because of the weather. You're anxious because you want it to be different. You're not anxious because of people. You're anxious because you wish they'd behave differently. You're not anxious because of time. You're anxious because you can't slow it down. The Stoics called this confusion the illusion of control, and it's the root of almost every modern fear. The first step to peace, Epictetus said, is to stop trying to control the uncontrollable. 2. The one teaching that changes everything. Epictetus taught. There are things within our control and things beyond our control. That's it. One sentence, but it's the line that separates suffering from serenity. Within your control, your thoughts, your reactions, your choices. Beyond your control, everything else, opinions, outcomes, other people, the past, the future. Anxiety lives in the second category, peace lives in the first. The more energy you pour into what's beyond your control, the emptier you feel. But the moment you reclaim your focus and tend only to what's within your control, your mind returns to balance. That's why this single teaching from Epictetus destroys anxiety. It puts the power exactly where it belongs, back in your hands. 3. The modern trap. In 2026, our anxiety isn't caused by lions or famine. It's caused by notification pings, by metrics, comparisons, deadlines, and digital perfection. We scroll, we worry, we chase approval. Because deep down we've forgotten where control truly begins and ends. Epictetus would say, "You suffer because you try to control others' opinions instead of mastering your own." Imagine you post something online. It gets fewer likes than you hoped. You feel a knot in your chest, disappointment, maybe even shame. But stop. Was that ever within your control? No. Your effort was, your intention was, their reaction wasn't. Once you see that difference, anxiety loses its bite. 4. Turning anxiety into strength. Epictetus taught that every emotion, even anxiety or mutiston, is feedback. It tells you that your focus has drifted from what you can control. So the next time you feel it rise, ask yourself, what am I trying to control right now that isn't mine to control? Instantly, you shift from panic to perspective. Anxiety is no longer an enemy. It becomes a signal. That's how Stoics used their fear, not to freeze, but to focus. Epictetus said, "No man is free unless he is master of himself." Freedom from anxiety isn't calm weathered, and it's the ability to stay steady when the storm hits. 5. Practice. The circle of control. Here's how to live this truth daily. Draw 2 circles in your mind. In the inner circle, your actions, thoughts, and responses. In the outer circle, everything else. Other people, outcomes, random events. Whenever you feel anxious, locate your thought. Is it in the outer circle? Then release it. Bring it back to the inner one. That's where your power and peace lives. In time, you'll notice your anxiety shrinks not because the world got easier, but because your focus got stronger. 6. Modern application. Work, relationships, life. At work, you can't control your boss's opinions, but you can control the quality of your effort. In relationships, you can't control how others feel, Martam, but you can control whether you speak from kindness or ego. In life, you can't control what happens, but you can control the story you tell yourself about it. That's Stoic resilience in practice. The anxiety doesn't vanish overnight, but it becomes something you can carry calmly. 7. The moment of surrender. Seneca once said, "He who gives himself to fate follows it willingly." This isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's realizing that control was never the goal. Alignment was. When you stop wrestling the universe, you start dancing with it. That's where peace begins. You don't give up. You give in to the rhythm of life. That surrender destroys anxiety more deeply than resistance ever could. 8. The final lesson from Epictetus: anxiety lives in the future. Peace lives in the present. When you focus on what you can do now, you destroy the illusion that peace is something to chase. Epictetus didn't teach avoidance. He taught awareness. He showed us that calm isn't found, it's chosen. That's the real heart of anxiety destroyed by this one Epictetus teaching. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to stand still as they pass. Recap: the Stoic path to peace. Stop trying to control the uncontrollable. 2. Focus on your choices, not outcomes. 3. Let anxiety be a signal, not a sentence. 4. Train your awareness daily. 5. Surrender to the present moment. That's how you transform anxiety from an enemy into an ally, and turn panic into perspective. If this message resonates with you, pause now. Take one deep breath. You are here. You are safe. You are in control of yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to Stoic Blend for more wisdom to help you stay calm, steady, and strong. And tell me in the comments, what do you need to let go of today to finally feel free?